the reason that these very, very rich businessmen are buying Chelsea is to make money in the future. But the only way they're going to make money is to be successful on the pitch. And if you look at the track record of the people involved in this takeover, they've been successful in everything they have done. So I think they are going to be true to what they are saying. They have given legally binding guarantees to Roman Abramovich and also to the Chelsea board that they're going to invest not just in the stadium, but also the academy, the women's team, and also the first team. So I think Chelsea supporters will have mixed emotions today. Of course, they're going to be sad that Roman Abramovich is leaving the club and he sold the club. But I think going forward, Roman Abramovich, the final thing he did for Chelsea is to make sure that the new owners have the best interests of Chelsea at heart. And it has been quite an incredible few months because effectively Roman Abramovich is being forced to sell Chelsea by the UK government. And not only is he being forced to sell Chelsea, but he is having to give away all the proceeds. We've never seen anything like this before. £2.5 billion. It's going to go into a frozen bank account controlled by the UK government. The UK government are going to make sure that that goes to charities to benefit the victims of the war in Ukraine. We've never seen anything like this before at all. And also, Roman Abramovich, of course, is writing off the money that he's loaned the club, which is £1.5 billion. Mixed emotions today for Chelsea supporters, but I think they will be looking forward to a bright future because the people buying the club, they have to make sure that the club is a success on the pitch before they can think in the future about making money off the club, off the pitch.
What has the club revealed today about the processes involved of the sale?
Extraordinary. We're in a time when there's been a global pandemic, when there are recessions around the world, when there's a cost of living crisis, but 250 different people and entities expressed an interest in buying Chelsea. 100 different interested parties had detailed discussions with Chelsea. At the end, there were 12 serious bidders. Shows you how much interest there is in English football, specifically in the Premier League, and how much interest there is from US investors. I think now something like half the clubs in the Premier League are owned by US businessmen or US investors have significant stakes in Premier League clubs. And of course, why are they doing that? Because there's three ways you can make money in English football. You can make money from broadcasting rights, you can make money from match day income, and you can make money from commercial deals. And the new owners of Chelsea think they can maximise profits from all those three areas. So they're going to improve Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge is going to become a destination stadium. A bit like, I don't want to compare Chelsea to Spurs, I don't want to upset Chelsea supporters. But
Spurs supporters.
All Spurs supporters. But, you know, Stamford Bridge will become something like the Spurs Stadium, be full of bars, restaurants, attractions, shops. Commercially, I think Chelsea will do bigger and bigger deals. And also, I think the team would improve. I think, you know, they've got a very, very good team as it is. They're the current world champions. They were the European champions until Saturday. But I think Thomas Tuchel will be backed. He'll be given even more money to spend because that is what Todd Boehly has done with the LA Dodgers. The team needs to be successful for everything else to be successful as well.
The team obviously was successful under Roman Abramovich with all those trophies, 21 in all. You've touched on it, but how will he be remembered?
I mean, is it possible to forget politics? Is it possible to forget what is happening in Ukraine? Is it possible to forget what is happening in Russia? If you can forget about all that, and if you're comfortable with the fact that you can say Roman Abramovich has no links to Vladimir Putin, what is happening in Russia, Ukraine has got nothing to do with Roman Abramovich whatsoever. If you can forget all that and say he's not involved in that and just think purely about football, block everything else out. If you can do that, then I think you would have to say that he's one of the best owners ever. Chelsea supporters would say he is the best owner. What he did to that club, the amount of money he invested in that club. Since he bought the club 19 years ago, no club in England has won more trophies, 21 trophies, 5 titles, 2 European Cups. Chelsea hadn't won the title for something like 50 years before he came along. They'd never won the European Cup. So if you can just think about football and nothing else, then you have to say he's been an absolutely extraordinary owner. And that is why in the statement that Chelsea released today, right at the end of it, the final sentence was saying thank you to Roman Abramovich for 19 truly unforgettable years.